paninindigan para sa pagbabago, yung pagpapatuloy ng mga reformang naipanalo na natin. Kaya't uulitin ko ang tanong, mga kasama, tayo ba ay susulong o sasama ba tayo sa mga nangungunang paurong? Sulong. Napakarami na po talaga ang ating naipanalo. Sa pagpapalakas ng ating mga kilusan ng mamamayan na...
Subiri, Loren Legarda, Grace Po, at Cheese Escudero, mga kaigsunan, team.
Good evening, I'm Pia Ontiveros. This is Solar Network News, and these are the Solar headlines.
The Liberal Party and the United Nationalist Alliance hold proclamation rallies in Manila and Cebu on the first day of the official campaign period. Filipino Catholics and bishops are both saddened and surprised over Pope Benedict XVI's decision to resign. The United States Navy plans to tap a new Singapore-sourced crane ship to fish the USS Guardian out of the Tubataha Reef. The latest Pulse Asia survey reveals lower approval and trust ratings for the country's top officials. And North Korea confirms a successful third nuclear test.
President Aquino leads the proclamation rally of the Liberal Party-led coalition at the historic Plaza Miranda. Ina Andalong gives us the latest live from Manila. Ina?
Pahatak sa mga hanggang ngayon.
Six Liberal Party senatorial candidates have finished addressing the crowd here at Plaza Miranda, which is estimated at 8,000 to 9,000 strong. Proclamation rally started shortly after President Aquino's arrival before 5 this afternoon. Behind me, senatorial candidate Teresa Ontiveros is a seventh to address the crowd. Each candidate is allowed to address the audience for 8 minutes at the longest. Those who have already spoken basically presented their backgrounds and what some of their advocacies are. President Aquino will deliver his endorsement speech only after all candidates address the crowd. The mood here, Pia, is quite festive, especially before the candidates arrived. While yellow is the dominant color here, we also see some blue and orange, which are here in support of LP's coalition partners for the administration ticket. Pia, Plaza Miranda is a significant site for the party. In 1971, an LP campaign rally also held here was disrupted by a bombing incident which killed 9 people, injuring many others, including top LP officials. LP chose to start their campaign here to give the public an idea of how they plan to generally gather support for their candidates. For them, they say it's not simply about going to vote-rich areas. It's also about setting the tone for a campaign that symbolizes a more important advocacy. A spokesman of Team Pinoy said if LP back then fought against a dictatorship, today it has become a fight against corruption and poverty. After today, Pia, LP's bets will go around the country in smaller groups. They're also free to select which areas they feel they need to visit and prioritize to boost their chances of winning. Tomorrow, LP candidates will be heading south to Batangas. Next week, they will fly to Visayas and then Mindanao. Pia?
Ina Andalong, thank you for that report live from Manila. The United Nationalist Alliance holds its proclamation rally at Plaza Independencia in Cebu City, where its 9 exclusive senatorial candidates are expected to attend. Camille Elemia is reporting to us live from Cebu to give us details. Camille?
Yes, Pia, it's the opening salvo of the United Nationalist Alliance here at Plaza Independencia in Cebu City. People continue to flock in groups despite the rains earlier. As you can see behind me, the 9 exclusive senatorial candidates of the coalition, as well as some of the representatives of their guest candidates, are present on stage. The 3 guest candidates, Senators Loren Legarda and Francis Escudero and Grace Polia Manzares, are absent in today's proclamation rally. Poe will be represented by her son Brian Manzares and cousin Cheryl Cruz, while Legarda is represented by her father Tony Legarda. No word yet if Escudero will send a proxy to the event event. Pia, we noticed here at the plaza that there are no campaign materials of Escudero. Una Secretary General Toby Tiangco said both Legarda and Co sent their representatives, and if Escudero does the same, Una will post posters and tarpaulins for the senator. Despite the absence of the three guest candidates, the so-called Three Kings of Una say they will still campaign for them. Former President Joseph Estrada did cry foul over a Liberal Party policy prohibiting guest candidates from appearing in other parties' campaign stage. Local Una candidates are also here now, such as the One Cebu Party members and the Team Rama. In fact, Annabel Rama, who is Una's bet for Cebu City Representative, is already here. Una has at least 10 local candidates in the province, as local parties like One Cebu and Team Rama belong to them. Suspended Governor Gwen Garcia says Cebu will deliver the votes for Una, citing election results in 2007 when Cebu delivered for Team Unity despite losing nationally. Vice President Jejo Marbinay, though, lost in the province in 2010, but Binay says he is now over it. Pia, it is understandable why national candidates want to get the Cebuano vote. Data from the Commission on Elections say that in 2010, the province had almost 2.5 million registered voters and a voter turnout of almost 78%. Pia, earlier today, Una held a mass at the Cebu Metropolitan Cathedral, followed by a motorcade all over Metro Cebu, with their 9 exclusive candidates and its 3 elder leaders. Now, Pia, the proclamation rally has officially started, and the 9 senatorial candidates as well as the representatives of their guest candidates are on stage, as well as several local candidates. And we are also tonight, if the Liberal Party has the Aga and Shirley Tulak tandem, the United Nationalist Alliance has the Gutierrez family, who are present here to support Annabel Rama, who is Una's bet for Cebu City Representative. Pia?
Thank you, Camille Elemia, reporting live from Cebu. 500 policemen were deployed to Plaza Miranda to ensure the security of administration candidates and their supporters. AC Nichols is there to give us the latest. AC?
Pia, the Liberal Party's proclamation rally surely brought a huge crowd to Plaza Miranda tonight. Manila Police District Director Chief Superintendent Alex Gutierrez estimates about 8,000 individuals gathered at Plaza Miranda to witness LP's proclamation rally for this year's midterm elections. Considering the large crowd as well as the presence of VIPs, during the event, Gutierrez deployed 500 MPD policemen in the area. Gutierrez says about 100 NCRPO personnel were also deployed for the LP event. It seems the crowd as well as members of the Liberal Party, including administration senatorial candidates, were in high spirits. Senator Franklin Drilon, Liberal Party Vice Chairman and Campaign Manager, says Team Pinoy is prepared to wade through the 90-day campaign period leading towards the 2013 polls. Drilon says as much as possible, all 12 administration candidates will campaign together, especially in sorties, which President Aquino will attend. However, eventually, Drilon says Team Pinoy may have to be broken into teams so the campaigning will be maximized or more areas in the country can be tapped. LP spokesman Erin Tañada says the party is very confident that majority, if not all, their senatorial candidates will win. He says throughout the campaign, LP's message will be simple, and that is that Team Pinoy, through good governance, can lead the country to inclusive growth. Tañada adds the fact that the president himself will be actively endorsing Team Pinoy will help gain more supporters for the administration senatorials. LP senatorial candidates, on the other hand, say they are not worried and completely trust Senator Drilon, who they describe as a veteran campaign manager in their campaign strategies for this year's elections. Pia?
Thank you, AC Nichols, reporting live from Plaza Miranda in Manila. We have on the phone right now the spokesperson of the Liberal Party, Marikina Representative Miro Kimbo. Good evening, Congressman Kimbo. Thank you for joining us.
Good evening. To all your viewers.
Mito, can you tell us what is the arrangement going to be from here on with Grace Poe, Lauren Legarda, and Cheese Escudero?
Could you repeat that, please?
Can you tell us exactly what the arrangement will be for the campaign with Grace Poe, Lauren Legarda, and Cheese Escudero?
Yes, what has been the arrangement with the three candidates is the same arrangement with the other 9 candidates. They are all candidates of Team Pinoy, the slate of the president. It's just very fortunate for the three of them that they've also been adopted as guest candidates of UNA. But it's the same arrangement for anyone. But, the long and short of it is we're always open if candidates are endorsed by other parties. Anything that boosts their political future, as far as we're concerned, is always beneficial, so long as it's not pernicious or inimical to the interest of the entire group.
What is going to be the campaign plan from here on, Miro? Are they going to be broken up into teams, or are there going to be any other big rallies, or are we going to see that only on the eve of the election?
We will have large assemblies in major battle provinces, particularly the big provinces of Luzon, as well as the Panay region and Cebu, as well as 3 areas in Mindanao. We will have big mobilization of all our candidates. But all throughout, in between, we will be splitting up the candidates based on their performance, as well as based on obviously their bailiwicks. We wouldn't want many of these candidates to be going back and forth in areas where their support or awareness and conversion is already strong. But the plan that has been laid out is for the first 45 days. It's a 90-day grueling run, but for the first 45 days, we'll make the necessary adjustments as it comes. But the rule of thumb is they will be together as much as possible.
What kind of a campaign do you expect, Congressman Kimbo? It looks like UNA is not going to just sit back and let you hog the limelight.
Well, this is a democracy, and then we expect nothing less from UNA, as the opposition party, to put everything on the table. And we expect them to raise all issues that they can, just like any opposition party. What we only hope is that, from both camps, is that we be able to raise the debate and the maturity of the debates to a level that will benefit our electorate, meaning issue-based, based on performance, instead of real personalities. Thus far, if you observe over the last 2 weeks, it's been very quite personality-oriented, meaning brickbats over what the other person says. But nobody has really talked about the criticisms of the president's agenda, which I think is what is being voted upon by the electorate. It is a midterm election. It is a referendum of his performance for the first 3 years.
If this is going to be a referendum on President Aquino's performance in the first 3 years of his term, then, and I suppose you're going to say that your objective is 12-0, no? But realistically speaking, what do you think is going to be the outcome?
It's just so hard to really tell at this point in time. I think, this is a cheerleading activity. When you say 12-0, you want to cheer all your candidates, that everybody has a strong chance of winning. It's not an instruction, rather it is a slogan. It is like that. It's a cheer. And it's difficult at this point in time to really say, because all the past elections from 2001, 04, 07, 010, the ranking as it is on the first day of the elections never holds true, except for the first 2. Meaning the first 2 guys there generally will be in the magic slate. But if you look at it, there have been candidates who were actually number 21 on the first day of the campaign, but eventually on election day emerges number 1. So I think it's really very premature at this point in time.
All right. Thank you for coming to the phone. The spokesperson of the Liberal Party, Marikina Congressman Mito Kimbo. Thank you, sir.
Always a pleasure. Team Pinoy.